Getting familiar with building information modelling means coming to grips with a whole host of new terms and acronyms. This can be pretty frustrating at first. However, with a basic understanding, things start to fall into place. This video series is designed to present openBIM concepts in simple language. So let's start at the beginning. What is openBIM? openBIM simply means working with BIM using open standards. Well, what are open standards? Let me give an analogy to explain. To write a report, you typically use a word processing application, maybe Microsoft Word or Apple Pages. Once the report is complete, you probably want to share that with your audience. Typically, you don't send out your reports as a native file. You usually publish a PDF copy. There are a number of reasons for this. Firstly, if you send a native file, anyone can make changes to your document without you knowing. Secondly, the native files are proprietary or closed formats. This means the receiver needs to have the same application or a compatible software to view them. If you issue a PDF, on the other hand, the document can be viewed with a simple PDF viewer. PDF is an open standard. It's also a lightweight file, but still has a lot of functionality. The recipient can view the document, search for words, add comments, create markups, but they cannot change the original text. This PDF workflow is comparable to openBIM. In BIM, we start by creating a model using a commercial modelling software. Here we are working in a native or proprietary format. At some stage, we want to share the model with the project team. If we issue the native model, the receiving party must have the same or compatible software to view it. They can also make changes to the model without our knowing. However, if we publish the model in an open exchange format, like IFC, the model data is freely viewable, measurable and usable, but the model content is protected. Changes cannot be made in an IFC file. They are made back in the original modelling software. So let's recap. Creating model data in a native format is called native BIM. If we exchange this model data with an open standard, such as IFC, then we're in openBIM. But is there a closed BIM? Some people refer to working in a native file format as closed BIM, rather than native BIM. This is a little misleading, as it suggests something counter to openBIM. In fact, native BIM is the basis for openBIM. You can only start an openBIM process by creating a model in a native format. You don't create models in IFC, you export them to IFC. But at any stage in a native BIM process, you can exchange data with an open standard and thereby starting an openBIM workflow. The term closed BIM should really only be used to describe scenarios where openBIM standards are intentionally excluded. For example, where the exchange is exclusively in a native format.